Valkyries gave the Aces a premium ass whooping. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm still confused how they lost by 27. I had to sit and wait a little bit before I even could do the video because I wanted to wait for the post game comments. I was like, they really just got their ass beat by 27 points to the new expansion team. Like, that's fucking crazy. I understand the coaching staff used to work with the Aces, so they probably know the ins and outs and all that. But 27 points, I don't know. Everybody has the same questions. Who's sports bet? This ruined a lot of people's plays, not mine. This was crazy. We gotta look into this. Martin, I know she wasn't even the best performer from her team, but she had a great game. 12.7 rebounds. I think she had a buzzer beater at the end, at the half or something like that. And then you got Kayla Thornton, 22 points, 11 rebounds. She's tough. I like her game. Biggest takeaway, people are wondering, what's going on with Becky? She looks out of it. I don't know what's good with her.
Hold teams in the 70s and then come out here and give up almost 100, which I don't know if they've scored 100 all year or even close. It's a good old fashioned ass whipping. There's no other way to do it. They outplayed us every aspect of the game. Just really one of the worst games I've seen from us.
Yeah. You guys know how they've been saying Rick Carlisle's been out coaching every single team up until leading the Pacers to the NBA Finals, right? This is the first time I saw what it means to be out coached. Becky got out coached every aspect. There's no from defensive adjustments, the plays they're running, knowing what the player's gonna do, knowing people's tendencies, having a good game plan. If you watch this whole game, you'll be like, damn, yes, the Aces played like shit, but what the fuck were they doing? You know what I'm saying? What were y'all doing? I'm still lost. Becky got out coached on I've never seen her out coached on that. That was crazy. She got out coached from every single angle. She made the Valkyries coach look like Phil Jackson. I haven't seen the Aces play that bad ever. I don't think since I started, watching the W.
I haven't looked at the stats, but I know in the first quarter we had a load of turnover. So I don't know if we thought we were wearing black tonight. But we were in our home uniforms, and so anytime you have more assists to the other team, that's not very good. Secondly, we missed a lot of open shots. That can happen. The problem is we let missing shots affect our defensive end, which that can't be. Your defense has to be your defense, and it can't be predicated on whether the ball's going in or not. Following people around defensively, being really soft mentally, just letting people come out and punk us, hit us, grab us, and us whining instead of buckling down and saying okay, that's what's gonna be, then let's go. And I told them in there, I said we have effort has to come from your heart. The schemes, the discipline, the habits, that's your head. And right now we not only have a heart issue, but it's letting us affect our head issue. But I'm not going to coach effort. It's just one thing I can't deal with. You're in charge of your effort.
Ways you can get people playing. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of ways you can get people playing. Becky Becky she try to, you ain't in them lawsuits for no reason. You know how to get people playing. She is right. You can't really coach effort. They gotta want it. But if you don't get them playing with effort, your job is on the line, every single game.
I guess I'm in charge of your playing time, so that's the one way I can affect it. But I've never been a coach to pull for mistakes. We also have rules in place called defensive 3 seconds. That wasn't called one time.
What is Becky? Let's say they did call it, Becky. Let's say the refs missed the call. Let's say they did call it. You lost by 27 fucking points. Y'all lost by 27, Becky. 27. Y'all know I would love Becky. I'll rock with Becky, but we have to keep it a band here. You said there's defensive thing and they missed. Even if they could have miscalled 10 possessions. Y'all lost by 27 points. There's no excuse for that. No amount of calls is causing a 27-point ass whooping. So there's a lot. That sounds like an excuse right there.
So when people one-man zone us, two-man zone us, and it's a point of emphasis. It's supposed to be a point of emphasis. I don't think it was called one time on either side, not offensively or defensively. I'm pretty sure they didn't call it on either side. Disperse the paint and just hit some open shots, which we did not do. So it just got sucked in smaller and smaller.
They would have asked her nothing after that shit. I was like, man, get this lady up out of here, man. They would ask her nothing else. You lost your locker room earlier in the season. When you just got an ass whooping, players are in the post game smiling, locker room gone. Over. When you just got your ass beat by an expansion team, like, you know how pissed I'll be? That's embarrassing. Y'all lost to a damn expansion team with Kate Martin, who could barely sniff minutes on the floor with you guys last season. Y'all just lost to that.
Do you think the Valkyries did something to you?
For the small time that I've been playing in this league, I've kind of generated some double teams. At different looks, packing the paint, because obviously they know that's where I operate. So I don't think they did anything out of the ordinary. I think more so on us, we got to get more movement within our system to create just movement on the defensive end. And that, I don't think that slowed me down. I just think it kind of caused a little bit of commotion with us. So yeah, credit them on playing a great team defense, but individually, I don't really think they did anything that I have not seen before. It's just a matter of navigating that, and I think that's, and I speak for Chelsea as well on this, is like we just got to do a better job as a team of understanding what teams want to take away from us and how we can pick that apart. Because everyone knows how talented we are, obviously, but just picking it apart and knowing when to do that is what's going to help us move forward. But credit to them, utmost respect to them always, because they did what they needed to do.
Maybe they just accepted, like, damn, we just got our ass beat. One of the two.
Saying this not to be like an asshole. They were just hitting shots. They were hitting shots, and it didn't help the fact that our defense was not great. It was actually non-existent. So I'm pretty sure if the roles was flipping, we got the open shots on the other end. Then I hope that we would score the same. But they hit shots from across the board. I mean, Kayla Thornton had one hell of a game, and she's their juice. She's their one in my eyes of how she just flows and how she brings a lot of energy. So when she's rocking and rolling, you have to pay that a lot of respect. And so I think they kind of just fell in line with that and went with that. But
I don't think they get a ring this year, man. I ain't gonna lie. I saw this. I thought it was pretty dope. It says Kate Martin talks about having to delete her social media. Two things more WNBA players should do the same. I've spoken about this before. I think, like, as the league continues to grow, during certain times you really have to, like, avoid social media, but the reality of stuff is you can't dodge it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that comes with the territory, and you can't unless it's like the finals, like I know, or the playoffs. I know LeBron does a zero dark 23 stuff. You're gonna hear about what people gotta say. You gotta learn how to, like, you could hear that stuff and still do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna play this clip.
Caitlin and our whole entire Iowa squad, we did like such a good job of learning how to block out outside noise whenever we were in the heat of that, because it's like the negative stuff can be bad, but the positive can be just as bad as the negative sometimes. Like, if you're gonna live for a good comment from some random person, you're going to die.
High with the highs, lows with the lows.
Yeah, so
you can't get caught up in either.
Absolutely.
Totally agree.
And so that first Final Four run, I deleted my social media for the entire season. So it was like 6-7 months. And so I'm doing the same this year with social media, just because something so new. Like, there's so much going on, and I'm just like, I don't need the positive. I don't need the negative. I just
really smart.
Need to focus on my team.
I feel like a lot of players should take that advice.
Yeah.
You've learned a lot from a lot of different people as you've gone. What do you think you're bringing to the Valkyries now?
Valkyries, I love all my teammates. They're great. Coaching staff, it's phenomenal, top down. What I've been trying to bring is, like, I really feel like I have been able to bring, like, a lot of energy, a lot of, like, fun. And, like, that's something, like, I try to do every single day is, like, hype up my teammates like no other. And it just makes it more fun. It makes me feel, like, more like myself. Like, I really did that at Iowa a lot. And, like, last year you were just trying to kind of survive, and then, like, now this year it's like, oh, my second year, like, I really feel like I'm kind of getting back into that groove. But honestly, I'm just trying to make an impact. That's my main goal, is just to make an impact. My main goal was to first just make the team. I didn't know if I had been protected or not.
Okay.
And so
Oh yeah, that's right. They don't actually tell you.
They told some people, but they didn't. I was not
No,
informed.
it's actually smart they don't tell.
Yeah.
Because that would just be
that'd
be messed up.
Yeah. And so when I got told I was going to get picked up, I was just super excited for another opportunity. Like, some people don't get opportunities to go to a training camp or, like, get the opportunity to make a team. And so the fact that I knew I was going to get another shot, I was excited and felt really grateful for it. So yeah, I was really happy.
Yeah.
This coach right here is dangerous. Whatever game plan she had today, cooked. Got to give credit where it's due.
Hey, this is Kate. She works for the Las Vegas Aces, a person that I dearly love and care about. No, we embraced each other. She said, great job. And I literally said, I learned everything from you. Literally. She's the reason why I'm here. We talked about it prior, about me taking this job. was to have her complete support. She literally had to push me to interview. So again, I would not be sitting here and being as confident as I am as a head coach if it wasn't for Becky.
Do y'all think a side of Becky was like Haffy, like one of her former assistants? You know, kind of like when Nick Saban's coach left for Georgia and then beat him in the Natty. You think Saban, I mean, of course he was mad he lost, but he's like, damn, like he was under my wing for so many years. So if it's him beating me, it's, maybe Becky feels that a little bit here. But either way, she got outcoached.
When that ball goes up and we're in kill mode, like we know what we're capable of. So that's kind of what you saw tonight. Credit to my staff. This was Kasip Powell's scout. He did a great job scouting. So credit to the staff being prepared. And then obviously the players just taking on onus of executing. They just make the right play. It's always the same, as much as you guys can believe or not believe, it's always the same offense. It's our flow. It's making the right reads. But because we were able to get easy ones and feel good ones is because our defense. So our defense ignited, obviously, our transition. V found KT early. I thought KT started us off amazing. She just was super confident. She walked right into her threes. She's aggressive, attacking players. And so just a great start with just a ton of confidence.
That's a good one for them. I got to give credit where it's due. But let me know your thoughts on that in the comment section. And as always, it's your boy.